Hello, everyone. Recently, I tried an absolutely extraordinary cake at a party and, of course, took the recipe to share it with you. And when you cook it, be sure to ask your guests what the cream is made of. Let them guess. It's very interesting to watch it. First, let's make a biscuit. Break the eggs, add a pinch of salt and sugar here. First, mix at a low speed, and after a minute, turn on the maximum and beat to a fluffy white foam. Combine the dry ingredients. Add cocoa powder, baking powder, and soda to the flour. Mix everything thoroughly. Take the butter out of the refrigerator in advance. It should be at room temperature, very soft. We add flour with cocoa to it. Be sure to sift it. Mix everything thoroughly until smooth. Then add in small portions to the beaten eggs. Add it and mix. We added more and mix it again. And so on until all the dough is mixed. The dough should be smooth and homogeneous. Prepare the baking dish in advance. It should be covered with parchment paper and the bottom should be greased with vegetable oil. Preheat the oven to 180 Celsius in advance. We spread the dough and level everything out. I'm making a big cake. My shape is 24 centimeters in diameter. The mold needs to be twisted and knocked a little so that the dough becomes smoother. We put it in the oven for about 30 minutes. We check the finished biscuit with a toothpick. The dough should not remain on it. When the biscuit is completely cooled, remove it from the mold. Remove the parchment paper and leave it to rest for at least 3 hours. We prepare the second biscuit in the same way. We repeat the same thing. It will take 4 cakes for the cake, so I bake 2 biscuits. I will leave all the exact ingredients as usual under the video. Let's do the cream. To do this, add semolina to the milk. Mix everything and send it to the fire. Cook until tender, stirring constantly. At the very end, when the porridge is ready, add sugar. Mix everything together, and in a minute, you can turn off the fire. On a fine grater, carefully remove the zest from the lemon, only its yellow part. Squeeze the juice out of the lemon and combine with the zest. The biscuit will have a small top. We carefully cut it off to trim the biscuit. This top will then be used for decoration. For the crumbs, cut the rest of the biscuit into 2 equal parts. Now let's continue to prepare the cream. Beat the soft butter at room temperature slightly, then add the lemon juice and zest and mix everything together. Then add the cooled semolina porridge in small portions. Add a little and mix. We added it again, mix it again. And so on until we connect everything. Knead until smooth. The cream turns out to be very thick and dense. Now we are assembling the cake. Lightly lubricate the substrate with cream and spread the first cake. Then put the cream in a thick layer. To make it convenient for you to evenly distribute the cream, focus on the fact that you should get 3 layers of cream and one small part will go to cover the sides. Thus, we collect the whole cake, alternating sponge cake and cream. We press the biscuit slightly so that the cream inside is evenly distributed. Choose the smoothest top biscuit. We do not cover it with cream. We also smear the sides of the cake with cream. And we all fall asleep with crumbs that came out of the scraps of the biscuit. I just crushed them in a blender. Next, the bitter chocolate needs to be melted in a water bath. We cover the last top layer with it. You can replace it with chocolate icing. I'll leave a link to the recipe under the video. You can decorate according to your taste. Walnuts or chocolate chips are perfect. I added some soft caramel. The finished cake is sent to the refrigerator for at least 5 hours. The cream should harden well and become dense, similar to a souffle. And of course, I'll cut off a piece, show it in the cut. The cake turns out not only very tasty, but also very unusual. Bright chocolate taste and delicate lemon aftertaste. The cream is more like a souffle, and semolina is not felt at all. In order to understand this, you must definitely cook and try it yourself. Thank you all, and bon appetit, bye-bye.